Look, I'm not a tough guy. In fact, I'm probably the last guy in the world you'd expect me to be able to survive Camp Greenlake. My name is Stanley Yelnats. Before I was sent to Camp Greenlake, you might say I was a total loser. Well, everyone else said it, why not you? At school, kids half my size used to pick on me. I had no friends. I was overweight. Everything in life seemed to conspire against me. If you want, you can read about what happened to me in a book called Holes.
On the Ning Nang Nong, where the cows go bong and the monkeys all say boo. There's an Ong Nang Ning, where the trees go ping and the teapots jibber jabber jew. On the Nong Ning Nang, all the mice go clang, and you just can't catch 'em when they do. So it's Ning Nang Nong, cows go bong, Nong Nang Ning, trees go ping. Nong Ning Nang, the mice go clang, what a noisy place to belong is the Ning Nang Ning Nang Nong.
Stickman lives in the family tree with his stick lady love and their stick children 3. One day he wakes early and goes for a jog. Stickman! Oh, Stickman! Beware of the dog. A stick, barks the dog, an excellent stick, the right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again.
Dorothy Porridge is wearing a lettuce and nobody quite knows why. She's racing around like the spin of a coin and waving her fist in the sky. The last time I saw her, she lifted a leaf and gave me a wink of her eye. Dorothy Porridge is wearing a lettuce and nobody quite knows why.
Dear Scott Sinister, you don't know me, but I'm your biggest fan. I have seen all your films. I liked you best as the daddy in the Mummy's Curse. Now, it is my request. Please will you come and judge our talent contest in Whichway Hall next Friday? I know you will agree to this because you are such a kind and wonderful person. Also, I don't think you would like to wake up tomorrow morning and find your wonderful swimming pool full of dead rats. Your biggest fan, Pong Whiffy. Which, P.S., can I have your autograph?
The Dinky Donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She was a dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small, and she had beautiful long eyelashes. She was a blinky dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes and she loved to listen to rowdy music. She was a punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music and she painted her hooves bright pink. She was an inky, pinky, punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music. She painted her hooves bright pink and she had to go pee-pee. She was a winky, tinky, inky, pinky, punky, blinky, dinky donkey.
You're a wizard, Harry. There was silence inside the hut. Only the sea and the whistling wind could be heard. I'm a what? Gasped Harry. A wizard, of course, said Hagrid, sitting back down on the sofa which groaned and sank even lower. And a thumping good 'un, I'd say, once you've been trained up a bit. With a mum and dad like yours, what else could you be? And I reckon it's about time you read your letter.
Go. Please, Mrs. Butler, this boy, Derek Drew, keeps copying my work, miss. What shall I do? Go and sit in the hall, dear. Go and sit in the sink. Take your books on the roof, my lamb. Do whatever you think. Please, Mrs. Butler, this boy, Derek Drew, keeps taking my rubber, miss. What shall I do? Keep it in your hand, dear. Hide it up your vest. Swallow it if you like, my love. Do what you think best. Please, Mrs. Butler, this boy, Derek Drew, keeps calling me rude names, miss. What shall I do? Lock yourself in the cupboard, dear. Run away to sea. Do whatever you can, my flower, but don't ask me.
But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark and sticky and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads and it had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice when it started to speak was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dipped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off! That's my witch!"
Chapter 1. The mysterious disappearance of Bartholomew Cuddle. Dr. Bartholomew Cuddle wasn't the kind of man who mysteriously disappeared. He was the kind of man who read enormous old books at the dinner table and got fried eggs stuck in his beard. He was the kind of man who always lost his keys and never took an umbrella on rainy days. He was the kind of dad who might be 5 minutes late picking you up from school, but he always came. More than anything else, Dorcas knew his dad was not the kind of father who would abandon his 13-year-old son. The police report stated that the 27th of September had been a remarkable Tuesday. Dr. Bartholomew Cuddle, a 48-year-old widower, had taken his son Dorcas Cuddle to school and gone on to the Natural History Museum, where he was the director of science. He'd greeted his secretary Margaret at 9:30, spent a morning in meetings discussing museum business, and eaten lunch at 1 o'clock with an ex-colleague, Professor Andrew Appleyard. In the afternoon, he'd gone down to the collection vaults, as he frequently would, via the coffee machine, where he'd filled his cup. He'd exchanged pleasantries with Eddie, the security guard on duty that day, walked down the corridor to the vaults, and locked himself in one of the entomology rooms.